This is how to remove a broken exhaust manifold stud. We sawed this off flush to recreate the scenario. They're going to be using our GripEdge broken bolt extractor kit. Lining up the sizes, it seems like the size 5 is going to be the perfect size. If needed, we could go up to a size 6, but you want to go just a little bit smaller than the outside diameter of the stud you're removing, but you don't want to go too large that you drill into the threads. This is looking pretty good as it is drilled almost center. It's a tiny bit off, but it will work. And it looks like there would be enough room to go to a size 6 if needed, but we're going to stick with the size 5 here. Drill as deep as possible. We want to make sure we get this extractor fully engaged as I'm pointing to the part where you want this extractor to sit, especially when you're removing an exhaust manifold stud that is going to be seized from rust, corrosion, and heat cycling. We want to make sure we get this fully seated as deep as possible. And we have a removal sleeve on here. Once you get it fully seated, we're going to lower down that sleeve, which can help to provide stability, but it is not necessary when using this extractor. Now we're going to grab a breaker bar and a socket, but don't just go ahead and try to loosen it up and put as much torque as possible. You want to try to work this back and forth and break it free, or you can even use the removal sleeve, push it out, apply some heat, and then reuse the extractor again, or go up to a size 6 if necessary, as I was thinking I was going to need to do that, but when I tightened it down, it finally cracked free and was able to get some of that rust and corrosion free, and then you can hear all the creaking when I finally loosened it up. So when doing the extraction process, you want to be delicate. You don't want to try to just break it free right away. You want to use some heat, work it back and forth, get it cracked loose, and then loosen it up. Now that this stud is almost free, we're going to use a socket and a ratchet, loosen it up, and use the bidirectional design a bit more to get that last bit of corrosion broken free, and we can finally get this exhaust manifold stud out of here. Now the removal sleeve I said that you could use to provide stability, now we can use it to push that exhaust manifold stud right off of the extractor. So use that same socket, grab some pliers or a wrench, tighten it down, and you can push that fastener or stud right off of this broken bolt G-force extractor kit. If you had an exhaust manifold stud that had a few threads sticking up or broke halfway down, then you could use our socket extractor, and both of our extractors come with our G-force, which stands for our GripEdge foreign object removal system. The socket extractors have a removal rod, and the broken bolt extractors have a removal sleeve. Both of these extractors are covered by a lifetime warranty. Only thing not covered is the drill bits in the G-force broken bolt extractor kit.